Good morning, everybody. This is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice, be glad in it. And we just are very thankful and much appreciative of the things that the Lord has done and what He is doing in the lives of His people. I am very gracious to be able to tune in with you guys this morning to just come on just for a few minutes and do as we normally do, just drop a couple of points and principles that the Lord has given to us, and to hopefully make your day great and encouraging and impactful and insightful for who He is and what He does. And I'm grateful for that. A few things I want to just speak on this morning that I believe to you to help you and to really just encourage you and empower you. First thing I want you to write down is this: forget the past, remember the lesson. Forget the past and remember the lesson. I find that to be a very hard task to do. Even for those of us that are believers and are saved. You got to forget the past, but you got to remember the lesson. What did it teach you? What did that last experience bring in front of you to have a light of, to make you not do that again, or not cross that boundary again, or not make you go down the turn of the path of wrong? I had to do that. I have to remember the lesson and what it is that I had to go through. Even in my life, even now, today, and I ain't talking about like this particular day, I'm just saying in this season of my life, where I am now is not where I was 10 years ago. And I would remember things to its death. But I had to learn to let go of it then so I can have a now. I had to learn how to remember the lessons of what it is. I'll give you a true rip on this. I'm one that would give the shirt off my back to people. I'll give them any and everything that I have to offer. Because I believe if God gave it to you, it's for you to bless somebody else with it. I don't believe it's for you just to hold it to yourself and hoard it and not be a blessing. I believe that you should want to bless somebody else, if God gives you something, whether it's a talent, a gift, a certain area of life that you work in, even something tangible. I believe in blessing people and giving things away. And I realize that sometimes people can use your greatest strength as your greatest weakness. And I believe that people will sometimes take advantage of that, use that. And then you're left holding the bag after they went on and got what they wanted to have. Even in ministry, some of you right now that's listening to me, you'll do any and everything for people in ministry, and you strive with them. You strided with them when they were struggling. You helped them when they had nothing, only for them to leave you, and you're left holding the bag. And you would sit and you harbor that, not saying resentment towards it, but it made you feel some kind of way. It made you go into the doldrums of some things. But what was the lesson? Did God actually tell you to do all that you did? I'm going to tell you now that there was a season when God said to me, I never told you to touch them people. I never told you to lay your hands on them people. I never told you to do any of that you did. You did that because you allowed them to pull on your heartstrings. Now, that's just me. And I gave an example. I'm not talking about anybody in specific because that season is over. But you have to know, you got to make sure that you forget the past, but remember the lessons of why it is that you had to go through what it is that you had to go through for you to be able to have a now instead of a then. So you got to let go of then to have a now. My dad said something to me that I want to give you. He said, everything is hard before it is easy. And some of us right now, we're going to have to learn that in this season of our life, that he's going to let you go into an easy season. But you got to remember this. Hear me. It's hard until it becomes repetitious. It's hard. It builds your bones. You gotta understand that balance is not something that you find. It is something that you create. Did y'all hear what I just said? So somebody got some deliverance right there. Balance is not something that you find. Balance is something that you create. And I'm saying to you right now, I speak this word over your life. You got to know how to balance some things. People laugh at me all the time because of all the different spheres that I'm pulled in. They'll say, how do you do it? And I tell them a lot of times I don't know. But honestly, if I had to answer it today, is that I had to learn that word. I had to learn some balance. I had to learn, and guess what? And sometimes I'm still trying to find it because I can't be all things to all people. I can't be in every situation. I had to learn how to sometimes say no. Me saying yes to everything caused me to be sick. Me being sick, me saying yes to everything caused me to have a mild heart attack. Me saying yes to everything drove me to a place of depression. It made me mentally insane. I'm being honest. I had to learn that I had to go through some things, and I had to learn that I had to create some balance. My boss yesterday, when I was getting evaluated, even in that we had a workshop, my personal development, and she said that you got to know how to balance between work, ministry, which is marketplace, ministry, and all that. From 6 in the morning, I was sharing with an apostle yesterday, from 6 in the morning till 11 o'clock at night, just about every day, Monday through Thursday, it kind of constitutes my day. And people don't understand that. Well, in the morning, I got to get up, prepare for what I'm going to talk to you guys about. I have work that I got to do. Plus, I work at a school. Plus, I'm a pastor. Plus, I'm a presiding prelate. Plus, I'm a chancellor of a seminary school. So, and all of that I got to do, that happened. I got to know that I can't do everything. And there are people that get mad at me if I'm not there when they need me there. Then all of a sudden I don't love them. If I don't come to something, they feel as if that I don't care. No, it's not that. You should care that you know that I got a lot going on. But I realize that I'm only good for people for what they need me for. And sometimes when my body shut down, watch this here, there was a season when I would work past when my body was telling me to sit down. I wouldn't do it. When I would get to working, I would just work. And I didn't, you follow what I'm saying? And I wouldn't stop, and only to find out I'm just dog tired. So I have to know how to get my rest. I got to know how to get it to be able to function and flow. So in March, when my body totally shut down and I had a real consistent massive headache, that was the way that the Lord really shut my body down. And the problem with today's generation is that there is too much duplication and not enough creation. Can you write that down, please? The problem with today's generation is that there is too much duplication and there is not enough creation. I'm telling you, as you are listening to me today, that in any given moment, we have actually two options in everything that we do. It's either to step forward into growth or step back into our safety net. And I'm telling you, the Lord wants to springboard us out. If I had to give you a scripture, I would say you have your net on one side and ain't nothing biting, ain't nothing catching. You not getting anything. But if you cast your net on the other side, the place of the unknown, I'm going to tell you that's where you're going to catch something. That's where it's going to multiply. You're going to have enough food or meat in your barrel, however you want to look at it. You need to now walk into a season where you begin to understand that the devil doesn't come dressed in a red cape or in nice clothes. He comes as everything that you ever wished for. So you got to pray for some wisdom and some shrewd discernment so he doesn't make you cross some things that where you compromise what it is that the Lord has given you. I said something yesterday, and I pray that y'all don't look at me wrong or feel that I'm being out of order. I had a true conversation with someone, and I said to them after they went through their role, I said, don't mistake my kindness for weakness. The beast in me is just sleep. It's not dead. Did you hear what I just said? I said, the beast in me is just sleep, not dead. That David Banner spirit, it rises up every once in a while. And I know some of y'all right now, I know y'all saved, sanctified, and that like that y'all don't have them issues. But I'm telling you, Jesus had to help me understand that hating someone makes them more important. Forgiving them makes them obsolete. Can you write that down, please? Hating someone makes them important. Forgiving them makes them obsolete. But as I leave you today, I want to empower you just with these last two statements. In your life, it's all connected. In your life, it's all connected. Thank you, Holy Ghost. Your gifts, your anointing, also your circumstances, your purpose, your imperfections, your journeys, your brilliance, your destiny, and all that together in the same pot is molding you. Y'all hear me? Let me give it to you again. Let me give it to you again. Everything in you is all connected. Your gifts, your anointing, your purpose, your destiny, your circumstances, your imperfections, your shortcomings, your vices, your journey. It's molding you. You got to embrace the you that God has created you to be and know how to work out your own soul salvation. A loss is not a loss. It is simply a lesson. The reason why I'm saying that is because it's time for you to appreciate the pain, because in your pain is where the blessing really lies. God is getting ready in these next 2 months to really show you what you're made of. He's going to show you what you can do. One of my mentees, I love them dearly because they have a strong will of resilience. They really stepped out into their entrepreneur. I mean, they getting it, they jigging it, they making it happen. Every time they go out and sell their merch or go out with their merch, they always selling it. And hear me. The thing I love is they say, I just show it. I ain't even got to speak it and they want it. Y'all miss what I just said. That's what God's getting ready to do. All you got to do is show up and people going to want what it is that you have to offer because of who you are and why you are in the vein in the kingdom of what God has called for you to serve Him. He's going to make things happen for you. Jealousy is just a lack of self-confidence. Make yourself the priority. Did y'all hear what I said? Make yourself the priority. Just be yourself. People don't have to like you. And watch this here. You don't even have to care. Did y'all hear what I just said? Just be yourself. People don't have to like you. And you don't have to care that they don't like you. Watch what's getting ready to happen before the end of the week. A great miracle. A great transformation. A great power. A stronger destiny is lying on the inside of you. You will not remain dormant. You're about to get your wings. And you're getting ready to fly high. God bless you. See you tomorrow.